let's talk about this Gal Gadot real quick because everyone's talking about it. So I don't know how you guys had it, but for me in the morning, I'm on Twitter and everyone's saying that James Gunn and Peter Safran told Gal Gadot that they are going to make a Wonder Woman 3. Don't worry, they're in good hands. That's what supposedly Gal Gadot told during an interview. So I'm like, oh shit, what does this mean? What's going to happen? Now, towards the end of the day, after I did my work and I'm sitting back on my computer waiting to clock out, I go back on Twitter and it's like, oh no, that's all wrong. There is not going to be a Wonder Woman 3. Like Safran and Gunn were like, no. Like we're moving past that. This happened all in a day.
Yeah, so, and if they're starting with a clean slate, why would there be a third Wonder Woman? If you're going to start with a clean slate, start with a clean slate. Like I told you guys the other day, but none of you wanted to listen to me.
You've been right about everything, Brandon.
I know.
They're doing an Amanda Waller show. That's not a clean
one
slate.
time.
Yeah, they're not doing a full clean slate, which kind of
Peacemaker season 2 is coming. It's not a clean slate.
Yeah. It's a semi-clean with a few crumbs left over.
Soft reboot.
Yeah. I don't know.
I believe Gal Gadot more because the second report is sources, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. You didn't give me a name. Like last time when it was Jay Olivia, I was like, oh, this is like a direct guy who's like been in this space. So now I'm like, okay, but Gal Gadot doubled down. Like I can't see why Gal Gadot would double, triple down on this if then she wasn't told this. Like I can see her being told this, like how we were told Ben Affleck was going to direct a movie, and then he said, "F out of here." I can see she was told, like, yeah, we're going to do Wonder Woman 3 with you. Patty's out. I'll find something and we'll work closely with you. And then in the back of their head, like, yeah, we're not actually going to do that.
You know, you tell someone, hey, give me your number. I'll call you back. No, I promise you, I will call you. This is not one of those times where I'm not going to call you. I'm going to call you, girl. And then you walk out, you get in your car, you throw the number on the floor. I think that's what happened. They're like, oh, yeah, we got you. Wonder Woman 3. We got you, gal. Come on, gal. We ain't going to replace you. We ain't replacing you. And then she walked in the office and they just went.
That's gonna be a bad start to this. Getting actors after that's not his friends.
I told you.
Yeah.
And this is what I said specifically on Monday. There's going to be actresses and actors that are not going to like him if they do this, and there are going to be people that are going to side with her.
Oh yeah,
this is what's going to happen.
I've never heard anything bad about Gal Gadot.
People are not going to want to be Wonder Woman. Other women are not going to do it just because of this stuff. So.
I mean, but now it's like
enough money, they'll do it.
Yeah, I still think so.
Somebody will.
You know, it's gonna be, now that he keeps his mouth shut, but now other people are talking. I was like, he just can't win. James Gunn cannot win at this point. It's like he finally is not talking and he's keeping his mouth shut, and then. I
just wish they would just announce stuff, man. Like this just won't happen. Just go. Don't tell us the writers. Obviously, you can't do that, but just tell us the plan and just go, so we can stop with all this. Who's coming back? I'm so tired of their drama being around DC. I just want great movies and then have conspiracy theories about what's coming next. That's positive. Not worry about who's writing, who's directing, is a character coming back because we don't know if they're I just want to know that the universe is established and we're going, what's the next movie they're gonna do, and that's it. I'm tired of this already. It didn't even start yet.
Yeah, and part of it is these insider people. You know, like I saw that the second one where they're like, everything that we said earlier that they're making Wonder Woman is not true. Was from like discussing films on Twitter and a bunch of other and a bunch of other kind of places where I was like the other one is like Gal Gadot said that, like that's they quoted her for saying
in Variety. That's like
in Variety.
I hate Variety.
Yeah, but at least they're more.
No.
I don't say they're not trustworthy. Yeah, they're bigger than like discussing films that might just say something out of their ass. You know,
it's one of the big trades: Variety, Hollywood Reporter, and all those places.
Yeah, you know. So and the bigger ones were saying that. in the morning, and then these other smaller places were like, no, it's not true. You know, I mean, does James Gunn come out and say something, or does he just like let it be for now? Because he just keeps saying, he goes, Superman's gonna be the first movie. Superman's gonna be the first movie. Like, stop. Superman's gonna be the first movie, and it's like they're not even thinking about Wonder Woman right now. You know, it's not in his little 10 project
Not
slate.
thinking about the Justice League 7.
Yeah, with the exception of that Themyscira show that he's talking about doing.
Yeah, but that's a prequel, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah,
that's before Wonder Woman's time.
Yeah. So,
which I'm like, I don't need that either.
Yeah,
Move forward.
I don't need it. Like, give us the characters we want to see, you know. So
I just want to see the 7 Justice League member movies, and then give me a goddamn Justice League movie. I don't want the Authority and the Creature Commandos and the Swamp Things and like those are cool characters.
Still on Swamp Things.
Don't
Swamp
talk
Thing
dirty
is
about
cool.
Swamp Thing.
I'm not talking to. I didn't say he's not a great character. I just don't want him right now.
I want him right now.
There's always room for Swamp Thing.
Man, yeah.
Okay, guys.
There's always room for Swamp
I
Thing.
think I'm kind of interested because DC has just been coasting on Batman for all these years, so it will be nice to kind of show more kind of expose more casual audiences to some of the more obscure characters. There's other characters out there in DC. DC's got a wealth of great content, so I am kind of open, even though I was never, admittedly, I'm not going to lie and pretend like I was a reader of the Authority, because I wasn't, nor was I a reader of Creature Commandos. But I am open to more obscure content. But
I don't know if you have the time to do the obscure. So I don't agree with Swamp Thing with Zach, but everything else he said, I agree with. Like, you don't have time. I mean, DC has to establish something. You've been in the crapper for too long. It's awful. And you have the best characters, and you know you can do good storytelling because look at the animated stuff. Everything animated is amazing. So you have all these things that are positive, but you can't get out your own damn way. So
we keep promising all these things, like we're gonna animated movies in the theaters. I'm just like, bro, what?
Yeah. And then it's all gonna be together. You know, if you voice Superman, you're also gonna voice him in the video game and in the animated. I was like, that's
also scary too. Like, if I'm an actor, that means I'm only gonna be doing Superman. Ever. A lot of the MCU actors hated that. And they didn't even have to cross over to other mediums.
Yeah.
They just did one thing. Like, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson didn't even have her own movie until like 11 years after. And
so after she died.
Like, now you have to do a video game voice. You have to do the Creature Commando crossover. You have to do this. You have to, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I don't know, but the whole, I don't see why they would want to promise Gal Gadot, like, oh yeah, we'll make your movie. Like, if it is true, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to believe at this point, you know, because it just doesn't make any sense with a lot of
the only
stuff.
thing is they have to have a female movie coming out, and what they did to Batgirl,
they have Supergirl.
That's Supergirl, which if they go off of that comic book, that's gonna be great. You know, I can see that being great.
Should direct that.
That would be great. That would be smart.
That'd be interesting.
Some of the themes in that book is similar to the things that she did with Barbie. So
that'd be cool. But yeah, I mean, right now his whole first slate has a lot of problems when it comes to representation.
Minority.
Yeah, any kind of, whether it be like female representation, any minority representation. You know, so
he's like, I'm gonna do every great white character.
But that's what Kevin Feige did. Phase 1, Phase 2.
You know what though? To Brandon's point earlier, like, we're getting some more obscure characters, and listen, we're getting Mr. Terrific. We're getting Mr. Terrific and Superman Legacy, bro. Like, that is super hype. We're getting Hot Girl, played by a Latina actress, a gorgeous one at that. I agree. Like we're he's bringing him in slowly but surely, and hopefully we get more of that. Hopefully we get more of that. But I like the fact that we're getting these different B and C characters. You know what I mean? I don't even. I mean, I wouldn't even term some of these guys B and C characters. I mean, like Mr. Terrific deserves a shine, man. He's great.
He
Swamp
really
Thing is
does.
like,
Mr. Terrific's awesome.
yeah, yeah.
He's an S tier level character that gets C tier writing.
And I really like
Yes,
the actor
100%.
that they selected to play him, Edie Gathegi. You know, because he was done dirty in X-Men First Class. But no, he's been acting for a while. He does a lot of good stuff. I've always liked him as an actor. So it'll be nice to see him in more of a lead role. I hope this is something that really kind of like places him on the map. He's been steadily like doing stuff for a while. So that'll be good. I like that Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, is going to be in it. They're kind of planting the seeds for Green Lanterns. That Lantern show sounds absolutely amazing.
You know what? I think I don't know if it was on your guys chats that I mentioned before when this first news came out about the Green Lantern show. What had me super kind of concerned was the official description had I think it was from Gunn or one of the other guys attached to the show, saying it's going to be an Earth-based grounded show or something along those lines.
Really?
I think he described it as being like True Detective with superheroes.
And I couldn't believe it. I mean, this should be a cosmic space odyssey.
True Detective in space.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still just even repeating those. I don't know how they could ever describe
Green
a Green Lantern show as Earth-based ground. I mean, no, you have to get fantastical. You got to get cosmic. You got to get. I mean, you would think that's right up Gunn's wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like Guardians, right? You know what I mean? Give us a cosmic opera, man. So I don't know. I'm very skeptical on that.
I saw somebody say the same thing. Like it's the same. I think everyone agrees. Like it needs to be an outer space thing, and it needs to be like a True Detective. And then somebody's like, have it be kind of serious and like kind of like them finding out all these like murders and stuff. And at the end, it winds up being like fucking Lobo, and he just like comes in and is like, and it's like here's Jason Momoa.
I have one caveat to what you're saying, Sergio. The only caveat I have to the description is that he inherited the show. He didn't create it. This was supposed to come out 2 years ago on HBO Max, and they delayed it. And now he's inheriting it, and he's trying to repurpose it. Like Zavlos told him, like, we put too much money into the script. You can't just cancel it. So I could see like him like, oh shit, well, I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn this shit into gold.
Yeah, but if it was just a script, I mean, Kevin Smith talked about the Superman script he wrote, and then like right before they start filming, they're like, "Oh yeah, no, you're done. We got somebody. We got who do they get? I forgot who they got to write whatever other
Superman Returns.
I think so. I could be wrong. But yeah, it was So if it's just a script, like it could be ready to go, and they're like, "Yeah, we're done. We're gonna go with this person."
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're not wrong though. I can see like, hey, we've been promising these fans for years, and you need to deliver. But
I just always thought that the slate that they released was just a mistake. Like they had other things. Like Static Shock is one of the best comic book runs right now. Period. Like it's selling a lot of issues. So why would that not be part of your 10? Especially if you're doing all these other ones that are not just are B and C level comic books, but the story's not known and they have no minority presence in it, and they're not even top of mind right now. Like these are things that came out 15, 20 years ago. So top of mind, why would you take advantage of the Spider-Man thing that's going out, that Sony's doing and that Marvel's doing? Why wouldn't you just take that and run with it? Why wouldn't you really push Blue Beetle? I don't understand that. It's just something I don't necessarily understand, but I feel like he missed the boat with some of those things. Not necessarily that these are bad characters that you're using. I just thought the slate was missed. You should have thought about I'm going to hit a variety of people. I'm gonna try to get as many people back into it, and I'm going to bring the DCEU or DCU together. I'm going to be all encompassing, and everyone's going to have a character they need, and I'm bringing it together, and we're going to be a family again, and I'm going to go from there. I thought that was the point. Instead of, I'm just going to do what I like to do. How about you think about what everyone's going to like to do to make sure that you get everybody
Speaking
back.
of that, all the stuff for so how I'm talking, I like the slate as a fan of comic books, right? Like, I do want Swamp Thing. I do want the Authority. I actually read the Authority. I also read their two main leaders separate. Their boyfriend, and they had a great comic together. I'm forgetting their names right now. Moonlighter, and I forgot his boyfriend's name. But I'm just thinking about from the casual point of view. Sometimes that's where I go. Like, yes, I could love this, but the casual fans can watch it, hate it, and then it just gets canceled or it doesn't continue or freak out. That's what Warner Brothers does, no matter who owns it. And I just don't know if the casual viewer is going to watch Superman Legacy and see Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, the dude, what's his Apollo and Midnighter? Thank you. What's the guy that changes? He has like red, white, yellow coloring. They just casted a guy from Barry season 4 in it. What's his name? Oh my god, he's been in a bunch of. Metamorpho. That's his name. And the actor they got for Metamorpho, perfect. I love that guy. If you guys watch Barry, he's fantastic. He's gonna kill it. But I don't know if they're good. It's a Superman movie. And I don't know if they have time to really make sense with how these characters, like who are these people. So I wonder if casual fans are gonna be like, "What is going on? Who is these? Where did they come from? Did they have a movie before this? Did they have a show? Like, where's Henry? It's already where's Henry Cavill?
Yeah,
it's gonna be a problem. And then if you go like, oh, Gal Gadot's still here, but we also have this older Batman, and then here's the Authority. They're like the boys. I just feel like it's going to be like a lot of comparisons to other stuff, and it should have just started from scratch. Start with the 7, and then start giving the obscure characters. You could put them in a little bit here and there in the movies, maybe in their regular outings, like show Mr. Terrific having a meeting with Bruce Wayne. Oh crap! And then doing that, like you can even do like a board meeting with like Bruce Wayne and all the scientists and smart people who are billionaires, and then start moving them around. But just to have them all established superheroes and then Superman coming in as a 25-year-old, I feel like.
So hold on, what you're saying, you mean was what Zack Snyder was doing when he was setting up? He was setting up the Atom. He was setting up all of these great characters, man. Like, listen, bro,
he already had a director to direct that movie, and they were like,
yeah.
Oh, it comes back to the Snyder.
We had it. It does. We had it. It was at the tip of our fingertips, Comic glory, man.
He helped the first Wonder Woman be great, and then when DJ got too much power and kicked him off of it, we got 84.
Zach, I just literally said the same thing on the last episode on the House of Nerd. I said, it's well documented. Zach was more involved in the original Wonder Woman, he was very little involved in 84, and that's what we got. You know what I mean?
With the fight scenes and stuff, you can see it. That looks like Zack Snyder fight scenes.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but I mean, I could talk about him forever, but just like, just James Gunn is a great creative. I just don't know if him and Peter Safran. They were too scared just to fire his wife and his best friends, and now it's causing a lot of confusion.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just gonna sit here and eat my shells because I've been saying that to Tank for like 6 months. So,
what? You said Gunn should shut up. I was like,
Gunn shut up and run up and be a president and not worry about everyone else and stuff. Not worry about your friends.
This is not even about James Gunn saying anything. It's about like other people saying stuff now.
It's about him not just starting. He says he's going to start over and then does the exact opposite. So if he didn't say anything, he could do whatever the hell he wanted to do. But now he's already said it. So now he has to actually live by it because you're president of the entire thing.
Yeah. See, but like that's why like this all Gal Gadot thing is still rumors. There's nothing official yet, So it's just like Yeah,
but I feel like the actor coming out saying I had a meeting with them, it went positively. We're gonna work together to make Wonder Woman 3. Like if it was just like Variety said from sources, Wonder Woman 3 is coming. I'm like
right, they have her quoted saying that, so it's like
video.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, it's like what is going on? I mean, that could have been before they decided to do an actual reboot too. So it's like, when did they tell her that?
Well, they recorded these press videos like 2 weeks before the strike.
Oh yeah.
So this is like in June.
Yeah. So it's like, why?
So it's not from like June? Last year. Yeah.
No, June. Like why in June? Because she's promoting the movie that comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been from last year. It had to be recent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel bad for Henry Cavill. I feel bad for Ben Affleck, and I feel bad for Gal Gadot, especially if
I feel bad for us. It's us.
He's asked these millionaires. It's us.
We're the ones suffering, guys.
People who actually enjoyed and wanted and stuff like that. Yeah.
LCD has come with the right tone this time around. What is the right tone, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Marvel has it anymore.
Well, look at their animated series. All I'm gonna say is DC just should look at the animated series and understand, do that, copy that.
But which one?
There you go.
Because people will grow up on different ones. Some people love Batman Brave and the Bold. Some people love Teen Titans Go. Some people love the Harley Quinn style.
Start with Mask of Phantasm and go from there.
Or Batman.
Yeah. Start there and go from there.
Why are we getting a 40-year-old Batman with his kids? Let me stop complaining.